Good morning again. In this video, I'll talk to you about the 5 main modules of this course. The first one is identifying an industry. So first, we're going to start working on identifying an industry. Start thinking from today. If you know anybody in this course, registering for this course, and you like working with that person or that individual, start making a cluster of 5 individuals so that you can create a team. So the first thing that we need to focus on is creating your own team. I'd rather you choose your team members so that you will feel comfortable working with these individuals on a project throughout the semester rather than I put you randomly in a team. So I'm going to give you until April 8th to decide on team members. I'll maybe extend it until April 10th. I maybe extend it is better. So I'll give you until April 10th to decide on group members. And those who don't know anybody in the course and haven't submitted a form, there will be a form also, an Excel form on Moodle named as, I think, group formation. So try to get the form, Excel, and complete the form with all necessary information like the name, the full name of the person as on Moodle, as in the records of the university, the ID, email is very important as well, and send it to me so that I'll know to put you all in one group. And those who don't send any or their names are not in any of these submitted forms, then I know that they need me to put them randomly in a team. So in this case, I gave you the chance and the freedom to select your group members. And I think this is fair enough. And those who don't know anybody have to wait until the weekend after so that I can put them randomly together with other members in class and other students to form a team. Usually, team is 5 students, not more, not less. 5 students and 5 students only. It's more than enough. Okay, so first is the team formation. There is an Excel file, which is like a form that you need to complete with the 5 names of your team members. If you know somebody or if you know students in class. Second, you need to discuss with them, and in the flip sessions, we have to discuss the industry, which industry you would like to focus on, and which niche in that industry. Niche is focused, very focused category. So any industry, for example, a car industry will have, or automobile industry will have like motorcycles, cars, heavy duty vehicles, I'm just going to call it, for example. I just came up with this right now. So what happens is you're not going to sell everything or you're not going to promote everything. What you need to do is to focus on one specific category, a niche. For example, you're going to focus on cars, not motorcycles, not scooters, and not construction vehicles or. Then within cars, also you're going to dig deeper. Yeah, and you focus on a niche, which is either sport cars, SUVs, what else do we have? Like K cars here in Japan with the yellow plate and so on. So guys, please try to focus on the industry and the niche. So narrow it down and narrow it down and narrow it down. This is how you start up a digital business. You start with a niche. It's easier, it's cheaper. And then you need to talk about your name, a very interesting, catchy, memorable, professional business name for your business property. Then second thing we will do is to explore suppliers. We can't actually buy the product and save it in a warehouse. We don't have the money. We don't have the space for doing all this. So what we need to do is we need to explore what we call it a drop shipping business model, where you can buy the product with through the supplier without having to buy a bulk volume and store it in a warehouse. We're going to talk about suppliers relations, where to source them, talk about some of the restrictions of and constraints that is straining the option of getting more than one supplier. We cannot get more than one supplier, so that's in a sense makes it easier for you to decide on the niche as well as the supplier. Finding the right supplier for you has a very high connectivity or very much related to deciding on your brand, like your vision of what you really want to brand yourself. How do you want to brand yourself? What kind of products, what kind of the variety, the level of details, the level of varieties of the products, also very much related to the supplier. Then we're going to talk about communication strategies, pricing, and marketing strategies. So the first one is the digital identity. You can, part of the digital identity here is buying a name and a business name, buying a domain name, sorry. Buying a domain name will cost you something from about $16 to actually $18. So it's about $20. So it's from $16 to $18. I'm going to talk more in more details about the breaking down the cost. And this is not very precise. This $20 is way higher than 16 or 18, something like that. Then we will have also the web hosting, all this website interface and the product pictures and all the assets that you are going to put together to create the website needs a host somewhere on the cloud so that other people can actually access it. You can't just put one of your computers as a server. It's going to slow down your computer, and I'm going to teach you more. I will have to teach you more technical things to do so. So for this purpose, we're going to just use the web hosting, and for now we're going to use SiteGround. There's no negotiation whatsoever with the web hosting. I'm not affiliated with SiteGround whatsoever. However, if you decide with your team members to go for hosting your website somewhere else, I also have no problem. But please do not get me involved in troubleshooting. Don't get me involved if you telling me, oh, we bought a cheaper package, and this cheaper package doesn't cover the email, and we couldn't get an email. Could you just give us a free ride on that? No, I couldn't. You're going to get a 0 in the evaluation if you don't have an email, a business email. Other students do have a business email. You need to have the same. You cannot have it all. So even if you want to reduce the cost on your own, then it's a trade-off. Your package with another website or another platform other than SiteGround might be cheaper, so you are on an advantage over other teams, but then other teams will get the work done as requested in class. You probably won't. I'm not sure. So, and they will get my full support and troubleshooting. I am not responsible for troubleshooting for all the host providers in the industry. I have limited time also for this course, and I have limited knowledge. It takes a while to get to know the pros and cons. I've been through very disappointing experiences with web hosting services, and this is one of the best. And for you to, if you want, you can look up reviews on SiteGround, and you will see that they have very high quality services. I've been working with them for the past 3 years. I've been having no problems whatsoever. They have an SSL certificate. They provide you with an email, business email, unlimited products. It's just awesome. I think SiteGround is an awesome platform for us to use as web hosting. Then we need a theme for interfaces, and we're not going to design the interface. There's another course for that. It's called Web Technologies, and given by Professor Tan. In this course, we're going to learn how we can accelerate the process of designing a website by actually using a theme. And in this semester, I'm going to use a free theme. And here's the link for the free theme. So you don't have to pay about $60 to $70 for buying a theme or buying an interface that actually abide to the standards, the consumer-friendly and other e-commerce related standards. So I think we're going to do well with reducing the cost of the course by getting a free theme. Okay, so I talked about no negotiation, and over here I have provided you with a link for more information about SiteGround to will assure you that they are always ranked as #1 when it comes to web hosting. Okay, next. So next we're going to talk about the supplier relations. We're going to use, so next I'm going to talk about supplier relations. I'm going to use AliExpress. Please check AliExpress and check multiple links here that could help you narrow down your search based on the industry, which industry you would like to work with or which niche you would like to explore. Please do not always aim for the number one niche. Aim for a niche in the industry that spark your interest so that you can work with this project with some passion, yeah, along the way. So if you're not good with devices and electronics, don't go for a niche, for example, drones. Don't go for drones. If you are into beauty, also, please don't go for a niche that will, for example, you will have to sell products like creams that could be expired, could give side effects, could be very heavy, and thus the shipping is going to be very expensive for the customer. Try to avoid this kind of niches where you have like yoga mats. Yoga mats are very light, but their dimensions are very high, like very big. So there are always going to be a shipping cost. So try to find a supplier and the niche in an industry, supplier that gives you a zero shipping cost to some of the most attractive market destinations, for example, the United States or Europe. Also, one of the things that you need to discuss early on is the target market. Are you going to target Japan? Are you going to target the United States? Are you going to target Australia? Wherever you, even Indonesia, wherever you target, wherever places, the website needs to be developed in English, and then you can put it in any other different language. So you can do other languages as well, but for the purpose of this class, it should be in English, so I can understand, other students can understand what you're doing. Okay, so for the product management also part or module, I'm going to talk about this in more detail. So you have to answer all these questions as you can see on this slide. But also, most importantly, if you look at AliExpress, you will see that the name of the product is so high. It is basically a collection of keywords, and it's very crowded keywords for search so that they can get as many people landing on that page as possible. And this is not good for branding. This is not good for branding. This gives a very bad, it's perceived badly by the customer. So what we need to do is find a way to extract and uncover the distinct features about each product that you import so that you can highlight it in the name. And for keywords, you don't have to put it on the title. There is tags that I will show you where you put different keywords, and there's tags that you can populate, tag fields where you can populate so that you can get the traffic that you anticipate, and it's not going to be a problem at all. All right, for communication strategies, we're going to focus on email, business email. How many business emails do you need? Communicating with the customer or responding to complaints or. And then also we're going to talk about setting up legal pages. Setting up legal pages of paramount importance, because you can't receive payments through Stripe, for example, which is one of the payment gateways. You cannot receive any payments if you don't have a very clear legal policies or legal pages on your site. And there are some plugins that accelerate the process of creating these legal pages. So don't worry, I will teach you all that. Also, pricing and marketing strategies. Pricing is one of the things that I teach in my marketing modeling class. So if you're also one of the students who are wanting to use this course to direct future registration of other courses, like what should I register next semester, that is also relevant to this course, because I like this area very much and I would like to carry on with this business endeavor, then marketing modeling will be one of these courses. We're going to talk more about pricing in the marketing modeling class and also in this class. So I'm going to talk about pricing extensively in this class. I'm going to talk about Facebook advertising. We're going to create some Facebook campaigns. We're going to understand more, understand the ecosystem and understand how to connect our own business with Facebook. We're going to understand also a little bit more about the Google platform, Google Shopping for advertising if time allows, because now we're having this flip learning style. So I'm not sure how far we can progress. So I'm not going to promise you things that we can deliver, but if time allows, we can also explore the Google platform. So this is, I think, it for the 5 main modules of this semester. And in the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the course cost. So I'll see you in the next video.